I'm catfishing America. You just don't get better than this. I'm catfishing America, 'cause I was born to fish. The Tennessee River, the Mississippi mud, there's no other place that I wish I was. Ohio River, Big Wig Lake, the rest of the world's gonna have to wait while I'm catfishing America. You just don't get better than this.
This time on Catfishing America, we're headed to the great state of Illinois to the city of Alton, right on the old Mississippi River, to fish for monster blue cats with Captain Ryan Casey. And Casey is a licensed guide here in the area and has caught numerous monster trophy fish. This part of the Mississippi is known for some world record sized fish, being home to the former world record blue, which has soon been beat, but there's some monster blue cats swimming around here. This time of year, beginning of August, this year the water's extremely low. So we're gonna do some running and some gunning. We'll talk with Casey on what some good techniques and tactics are, and we'll find out what this old muddy's got in store for us on this segment of Catfishing America.
Yep, go ahead.
Now I know what you're thinking at home. You're saying, are you kidding me? All those moon eye? Wow.
So, Captain Ryan, how are we going to target these big blue cats here in the Alton, Illinois area?
Well, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be drift fishing today, and we're going to have 2 side rods out with a vertical presentation. Like this, we're going to have our weights on the bottom, 2 hooks up. Most of the time these blue cats will come up to feed. We're here in the evening, and we're going to be using skipjack and moon eye and basically just some cut bait.
Okay.
We're going to be floating them down the river at a speed, it's roughly half the current speed, presenting the baits kind of how they're used to seeing them. You know, they're looking for something, they're smelling it. We're going slower than the current, so they're smelling it before it gets to them.
Okay.
So they're already looking for it. And by the time we're coming to them, I mean, when they hit it, it's usually on. They've got it. So
right.
we're going to be using circle hooks, so we're going to be cranking down on these fish. Oh yeah, that's the good stuff right there. What we're doing here is we're fishing these in a horizontal position. We're dropping them down till they hit the bottom, and then we're giving them a crank up. This is not your sit back and wait for a pole to go down type deal. We're gonna work tonight. We're gonna stay on top of these poles, because the more we work them, the better we work them, the more bites we're gonna get and the more fish we're gonna catch. These things right here, I like the longer pole. It's got more of a give to it, gets down in the holes a little further, which will catch you more fish. And so if we watch the rod tip and the line is what we want to be looking at here. If that line starts going upstream like it is now, that bait's dragging on the bottom, which puts those hooks closer to the bottom, which means it's going to snag a lot easier. So what we want to do is we want to give that a crank. We want it straight up and down or back behind the boat, and we want it ticking. All right? Just going to come up like that, and there There it is right there. That's what we want it looking like. So we want to throw a crank on it. We want to let line out. We're going to constantly be working this. I'm going to be monitoring the fish finder to make sure that there's no structure. If there's structure, we'll reel it up over it and then drop it right down on the back side of it. You know, we're going to be working tonight. Other than that, when a bite happens, and this throws everybody through a loop. Everybody has the biggest problem, and I know it's happening because everybody goes, and they freeze and they look at it. It flies up. The rod tip will go like this. It'll just fly up, and it'll just sit there. And that's fish. And you need to jump on it and crank like hell. Give it. Just crank and don't stop cranking. The biggest reason we lose fish is because people will give it a couple cranks and be like, oh, he's not there. These fish will shoot up with it sometimes. You'll have to put 30 cranks on them before you even get to the fish. And then, okay, once you get to the fish, that's the other way people lose them, is they get to the fish and they want to take it out and fight him. Well, he's not hooked yet. Give him a crank, let that rod load up in the water, he's jerking back, then them circle hooks have done their job, and we've got him. So at that point, we've got the fish on, we fight this thing out of the holder, and that's why I've got them wrapped like this, because these fish put some strain on these things, plus we're using like 20-something ounces of weight, so.
Close, eh?
Close, that was definitely a bite. All right, well, there was one. You can see what he did to it.
Wow. So now, as opposed to putting them in the holder, you're actually walking this one back, right?
Yeah, I'm walking this one.
Same basic rig though, or you got a single hook?
It's a single hook design. It's time for Mondo.
Fish are gonna need a new place to hide. Exclusive side imaging from Humminbird. Scan more water faster with 480 feet of side-to-side coverage and see structure detail with amazing picture-like images. Humminbird. Simply, clearly, better.
Visual Films Outdoor Productions. With dozens of outdoor DVD and VHS titles available, you'll be able to learn all the top tricks and secrets that the pros use to put big fish in the boat. Giant sturgeon, Goliath grouper, bass, crappie, and of course mega-sized catfish. It's all here and a lot more. Visit us at www.visualfilms.com.
The new Minn Kota Fortrex. Its ruthless mono-arm design features an extruded aluminum backbone with uncompromising strength. A counter-tension stabilizer with no play and no give for silent operation. And lift assist for easy stow and deploy. But it doesn't just sound tough, it walks the walk by out-muscling anything in its path to help you catch more fish. Fortrex, the strong silent type with a built-in mean streak.
Come on, fish. Bite my hook. Oh, you can come up with that, Jason. Oh, there he is. There he is. This is a good one here. Here he goes.
Oh yeah.
He's not that big, but he's the first
That's
one.
nice.
He's
Way
the
to get her
first one.
started, huh?
He's running right at me. He might be a good one.
It's when they're coming at you, they fool you.
Yeah. Nah, he's not that big. Oh, I do love fighting these things. They pull so hard. Brings that little kid out of here. Even a fish this size. That's not a bad start. I don't care where you are. I got some grippers right here, Jason. You just get these grippers. He's only about 20 or if that. Don't get hit by that weight. Woo. I'll give you a black eye.
He's not quite done.
I didn't get the bite out of him, huh? There we go. Nice job.
All right.
He's not the biggest one out here, but that's the first one. Boy, he's a healthy creature, isn't
Good looking fish.
Could you cram any more food in that belly?
he? He liked that big old
Look at
moon eye
that.
head, didn't he?
Man,
Thank you, sir.
big old belly.
That's a start.
Nice, yeah. Yeah, look at the belly on that fish. Wow.
Good looking fish.
What is that, about 10 minutes in?
Yeah, yeah.
Healthy.
And that's the one that you were walking back, right?
Oh, man. Here's a nice fish right here. Look at the size of this joker.
Let's see if we can get up here in time.
Look at this thing. Look at that
Go ahead and
fish.
release.
Oh, yeah.
Down image. That's a giant.
We like giants.
Ready, Don?
You're gonna let her go, eh?
As soon as she gets done doing cartwheels. There she goes. And down.
And
Keep
down.
going. All right.
Good job, guys.
That's the first one.
Outstanding.
Thanks, sir.
Here in Alton, we stayed at the Holiday Inn Atrium. Right here, conveniently located right off the expressways, right in the heart of Alton. Plenty of things to see and do right here at the hotel. Beautiful facilities. Probably the nicest Holiday Inn I've ever stayed at is right here in Alton. You need to check them out on your next trip.
Always. Well, he thought he was big when he hit it. There he is.
Netter?
Nah, we can get him. Pretty fish.
Of course, all that swimming towards the boat ends when you want him to swim towards the boat, right?
Yeah. Now he's not so keen on the idea. Get him to Jason without beating him to death with that weight.
I want to watch the vinyl.
Oh, you're fine.
Come on. Open up. Got one open.
Imagine that.
Well, I mean, they're getting a little bigger.
Good. Corner of the mouth.
Well done, sir.
Well, look at the mud on that fish, though.
He's been laying down in it, hasn't he?
They are downright on the bottom.
Oh my goodness. That fish put me through the paces now. Yeah, he's got some mud on him.
Good Mississippi River blue cat.
And that is the second time that you were walking it along. About how far back from the boat was it?
Oh, that one was probably about 150 foot.
Okay, so well back.
Yeah, it was back there.
20 on the numbers.
Yeah.
Nice, nice.
Well,
Well, let's see if he can't go back where he came from. He's in such a rush to get up here. Let's see if he is in a rush to go back. Yeah, I guess he is.
Watch him. He's going to blow here in a minute. There he goes.
Yeah, straight down.
all right, man. That's the big one of the day so far.
What do you think, Jace?
Yeah,
You got one going?
he's going.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh. Yeah, that looks bent.
He's coming at the boat.
That one's off the bottom, so. I was coming over there to help you the other around. It's a pretty good fish. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get the net ready.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a subtle bump, and then
He took off with it, huh?
Captain Ryan said there was just a little piece of structure out here, and usually it'll hold one.
They're down on the bottom right here.
So, is it getting close?
Hey, it's getting close.
Ooh, he's got some pull to him.
He's got it. He ain't come up
I wanted to
yet.
see him bust up.
Coming towards you, Cap. Oh, I got one. Nope. All right,
Boy, I can't get him to hold on to that.
okay, Don.
got a pretty decent fish on here, Jason, I think.
I believe I do. Tell you what, these lighter bumping rods are a lot of fun.
Are they not? They're a good time.
I mean,
We're gonna see this thing bust. Just a matter of when.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there it is, up on the top.
cookie cutter 20s with it?
Yeah. Dude. Why are you slow playing them? I mean, just pull that fish in.
I know it.
Yeah, what's up on that, man?
Ain't nothing but a good time here.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and net them since we got it right here.
Backing up to you.
There you go.
Yeah, that's a fat one, you know, one of them fat football 20-somethings.
Yeah.
Beautiful fish.
Yeah, I think that's probably the biggest one so far, isn't it?
Oh, he looks a little smaller than my last one.
Yeah, of course. I kind of figured you'd think that way. Yeah.
That's a good fishy. Where you go?
You got one?
Oh,
Oh,
I think I had one there for a second.
Trying to get the center on the outside of the net.
He got a big old head on him. He looks like a kid.
Outstanding. He's a good looking fish.
and on a moon eye head again, huh?
Yes. Actually, the head off that little piece of bait right there, so that bait wasn't but an inch and a half long.
Yeah, I think it's laying at your feet. That's what I was, unless that was a different bait.
So I don't very often ask for pliers, but I thought I was going to have to with that one. Get the rod cleared out of the way.
I mean, it doesn't take him long to figure stuff out.
No, he's definitely got it down.
That's a big fish right
Yeah,
there.
that's a
Quality
good fish. Yep. Yeah, I think that's the fish of the night so far.
Fish of the night so far.
That's
Nice
good in
job.
there.
Outstanding. Look
Yeah,
at that.
nice
I mean,
job.
I just can't say again or say enough how clean these fish are.
Yeah.
Not a
Yeah.
mark on them. I'm
And
gonna
that
get
one there was fire.
let's get a quick still of this one, and I'll get her in the river.
All right, man. We'll get her in. Nice fish.
Good fish. Clean.
Whoa, ho, attitude central.
That's more like it. That's what I'm used to right there.
Yeah, getting wet on the way out, huh?
Bath before, yep. Outstanding.
Yeah, man.
Wow. I think this is one of those clear all the lines kind of a fish. Now this bait was about a 12 or 13 inch live moon eye that Casey thought we had to put down just in the, up here in the front, just kind of out of harm's way. And this is a big fish, and that's what I'm used to catching on big giant live baits like this. So, needless to say, I was happy when Ryan suggested that. Man, this is this is going to be a good fish. He's probably at least 20. I'm thinking. These fish will surprise you, but right now he's digging good. In this kind of current, I don't know what a big fish feels like, so I'm not going to say he's a big giant 30, 40, 50 pound monster, but what I can tell you is that I can't do a whole lot with him. And just based on the way he's pumping, I don't think this is a 10 pounder. And I don't know a lot about this rod, but when you see those kind of pumps, that's not usually, and he's taking drag, it's not usually a tiny fish. But I love Mr. Moon Eye anyway. Oh, he's going upriver, taking drag. And Casey, thanks for suggesting that, man. I'm
Buddy,
gonna tell you
that's
what.
all you, man.
I'm gonna tell you what, man. I love a big live bait. And
I think you might have suggested that.
as many as you know, in our first season on Catfishing America, I was Mr. 18-inch live gizzard shad. Everywhere I go, and oh, wow, he's taking a lot of drag. I just can't. Casey, I'm gonna feel more comfortable somehow if I can move back to the back of the boat.
All right, let me get this.
Because this line angle, I'm afraid the outboard and things like that. If he were to come up shallow, way in the back.
Come on over that, right there.
All right, I'm gonna try to.
I'm going to step back for you, Captain.
Without losing the fish, I'm gonna try to do some
We're cleared,
gymnastics.
cleared the console.
And all the lines are out. Now he's still upriver, but I see the swivel. There's a swivel and some bubbles. So I know he's at least 20, at least. There's the swivel, so all I gotta do is lift. Right, Ryan?
Yeah, just lift.
What do you think, 20 plus?
Easy.
Woo!
There we go.
Yeah, yes! Yeah, yeah. Quick, googly moogly, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
Good job,
A
John.
big old giant, muddy, big muddy water blue cat. Big giant.
I'm going
We
out
can't
my
get up
shoes.
over the rod holder. Oh, yes!
There we go.
Woo!
I'm in the net. Fish is in the net.
Big old giant,
Life
big
is good.
fat, you know, blue. And you know, the good thing about being out here, and it's just, I guess you'd call this actually dark. Still a little bit light that way, so it's not totally like pitch black. But out here in this early evening like this, cruising along, Casey's got us on a real controlled drill. He's watching it like a hawk. And to all of a sudden see a rod just bend over and then stay over, you know. So I'm not surprised that this was a bigger fish. What I am surprised about is that that we haven't actually hooked into one like this before, but it's not like he was looking for a little bait. This was a big, it was the biggest live moon eye we had back here in the live well. So don't be afraid of big baits. Now, many people will tell you, hey, you'll catch more fish on smaller baits. I get it, you know, because fish aren't always ready to feed on a big meal. But what does it take to eat a big giant moon eye? It may sit there all night, and that's fine with me. I'll even release the moon eye. Say, hey, thanks for the memories, buddy. But when it does happen, it's this kind of fish that's gonna make it happen. So I'm motivated. Let's see if we can get this thing up out of here. Show everybody.
Oh, he's got a big old head on him. Good fish, John.
Wow. I tell you what, you gotta work out before you come out here and fish with Casey. Holy cow.
All right.
Man.
How about we get this sucker out and see what he is?
Yeah. I got a feeling he's over 20.
Yeah,
That's
he's
what
a
I'm
little
guessing.
bit over.
I'm just guessing.
He's plenty mad. Don, this is your fish.
Woo, get that
What do
nice.
you think? How big? How big?
Oh, he's in the 40s. For sure.
Well, let's get that weight on him.
Oh, that one only goes to 30.
Oh
He's
yeah,
down
this
bottom.
thing, man, 40. You need to feel this fish, baby.
Let's feel.
Woo!
What does it say, Don?
Okay, so mine is bottomed out.
Well,
at-
just take yours off.
Oh, just take this off.
This
Yeah,
one
you
goes
can't
to
combine the two weights there, Don.
Okay, and it is.
Carry the
Okay,
two.
I'm reading it right now. Just gotta stay still. Just right at 50.
60. Right at.
Right at 50. So, great googly moogly part 2. Woo! On Catfishing America. It don't get better than that. I'm gonna tell you what. Seeing a big giant monster blue cat out here with Casey, this is how you need to be spending your time. Anytime you're in the Alton area, if you're in the greater St. Louis area, if you're in Florida and you're seeing this for the first time, get on the phone, look at that number at the bottom of the screen, give Casey a call. I'm gonna tell you what, man, you better be working out first, man. You gotta be in a workout program fishing with this guy. What do you think, Jace?
Great fish, man.
Woo!
Great fish.
Well, I tell you what, I'm not gonna stress him out any more than I need to.
All right.
So I'm gonna hold it here, and we're gonna get a couple stills, and when I get back, then we'll film the release. What do you think? See you. Well, got the pictures, and this big boy, big girl, whatever, I'm not gonna take the time to find out, but we're gonna ease it by, woo! Wow. Look at the head on that thing, Casey.
Oh, that's a
Man.
nice fish, buddy.
Wow, look at the
Real
gut. Man, how many giant doggone gold eyes or moon eyes you think are in there? Now, there's only one reason that she's on her side, because I get this around my wrist, and I can't really maneuver the way I want, but look how long that fish is. It's from about right where I am back to about the St. Louis Arch. Almost. A little bit shy, a little bit shy.
Very nice.
All right, I'm gonna unclip her and let's see what she'll do. Right straight down,
Yep.
didn't get wet. But I'll tell you what I did get. I got sold on this Alton area. Monster fish, great conditions. All you gotta do is pick up the phone, book a trip with Casey. Ryan will get you out here, regardless of what the conditions are. Because, Ryan, I gotta be honest. We just came from shooting a show, same exact conditions. And we're struggling to get dinks. I get on the phone with Ryan, and I said, hey man, he says, oh man, I'm excited. I'm going, excited, man. This guy, what's he on? We better, get a urinalysis test or something. We get over there and boom, boom, boom. Awesome time. I'm gonna tell you what,
The next time you're in this area, give Ron a call. Give me a call. Let me know if you beat that state record, 'cause it will not surprise me a bit. So for Captain Jason Kentner, I'm Captain Don Sweet, and we'll see you next time out on the water, chasing them whiskers.
Tennessee River, the Mississippi Mud. There's no other place that I wish I was. Ohio River or Barkley Lake. The rest of the world's gonna have to wait while I'm catfishing America. It just don't get better than this. I'm catfishing America. 'Cause I was born to fish. I'm catfishing America. It just don't get better than this. I'm catfishing America. It just don't get